Episode something of Snobcast.
Yeah.
We're here with Chef Tom.
Hello, guys.
Hype Man Steve.
Hey.
And our very special guest today, ladies and gentlemen, from Rebellion Films, the man himself, Anthony Sarracco.
Very special guest.
Our studio audience is gone. We had a studio audience left.
Last week we had a studio
Last
audience,
week,
but we
yeah.
couldn't afford them this week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? You bring
Because,
them in when you can't afford them?
They didn't get paid
Yeah.
last week, but they actually had something to do tonight. So
Yeah.
Real fucking nice.
So that's the deal. We'll talk about a lot of shit tonight.
Yeah.
I said tonight.
That's what I feel like. That's what it's. You guys will talk about some hardcore stuff. I'm gonna name drop celebrities and fuck up their names.
Great.
That's what's gonna happen. What?
I got a little preview of that earlier.
Yeah, you did. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell that story later. We gotta have content for the podcast. Or else, people are gonna go back to listen to the news in the morning on the radio.
It's going to suck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless you're listening to Terry DeMonte from Shome 97.7. Other than that,
Sponsor.
not yet.
Shout out.
Terry, I need money.
But very happy to have Anthony here. I've known him for a while now. It was
Yeah, it's been a while.
I helped him on just
Yeah, the mic. Yeah. Do you hear yourself?
Do you hear yourself?
We don't edit anything in this podcast.
By
You
the
don't
way.
edit anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can hear myself.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you're good.
Great.
You hear
Great.
me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I could hear you.
So I've known him for a while. Great guy, great filmmaker. Steve, Hype Man Steve, was actually in one of his short films that just won an award.
Yeah.
I played a cop.
Please explain that brutal experience.
Yeah, please explain that brutal experience.
So we filmed the whole short in 24 hours. Pretty actually literal.
Literally
Yeah, it was like
24
11
hours,
a.m. to 11 a.m. more or less.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have had that well timed out.
Not really.
No, it was an absolute...
Disaster.
Yeah.
I can tell you for a fact
Yeah.
that at around like 10 a.m. the next morning, we were all hysterical.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like quoting stuff from Scorsese movies and like just laughing like
Oh
mad,
my
man.
god.
Also,
You must have got
we
them
filmed at night. For that year, it was the coldest night of that year, and I
Yeah.
think it was one of the coldest nights like in recent
Oh,
times.
And
God.
we were out in the country, so it was
My
like...
hands were gonna fall off.
It was
Yeah.
also March. It wasn't like February. It was
Yeah.
like March.
Yeah.
And what kind of a jacket were you wearing? Was it like a
Had
like
like
a zip up fleece?
I had one of those like police coats.
Oh, you had a police
Oh, you
coat.
had the
Yeah.
full sheriff
Oh,
outfit. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna have. I thought you were gonna have
like
like.
think of like a Wisconsin brown.
I thought it was gonna be
Yes.
your Lazio zip up, your Lazio zip up with your rifle nipples just showing on it, just fucking. It's the coldest night of the year, you know.
But and to be honest, I don't know what I did on that film.
You did fuck all.
I was supposed to be
You
the marker guy.
You were the clapper.
The clapper.
and
I failed.
Yeah.
You
What
got the
happened?
clap on that
Did you replace him with Alexa?
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say you were like somewhat a producer. Or,
I don't even. I know. My parents gave you money to buy food.
Yeah, there was way too many fucking people on that set.
Yeah.
That's what the problem was. It was a no budget, and we pulled some serious resources to make that happen.
Yeah.
And I just think there were too many fucking people.
Too many people, but the thing is also like, it was a good experience. I think
Yeah.
oh, absolutely.
it was brutal, but it was a good experience.
Yeah, you don't need all that. We didn't need all that gear, all that. We had a truck full of equipment. What the fuck? We called in a favor. We had 20 people in that house.
Yeah, and people. Yeah, I'm surprised no one slept with anybody.
No, but they all fell asleep at one point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
It was
Imagine.
6 in the morning.
It's
No,
a blooper
what was it?
reel.
4 in the morning.
Yeah, it was about
There
4.
were bodies everywhere. Everywhere.
Everyone was like,
Did you
super
fall asleep? You fell asleep.
I wasn't asleep. I
No?
was just,
Steve.
I might have closed my eyes at a point, but I
Yeah,
did
no,
not.
I didn't. I think I just closed my eyes for like maybe 10 minutes.
No, you fuckers fell asleep
Yeah,
on the
you-
couch.
yes,
tell you
I
right
think
now.
you actually did.
It was only
Really?
me and Mike that stayed awake. Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole fucking
for like
night.
10 minutes.
That's
I think.
crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
fell
when
asleep.
you
You
know.
slept for. You fell asleep on the couch for 10 minutes.
Apparently.
Wow, you must have been off your game. Me? Am I?
No, me.
Oh, you're too loud. That's like a.
This is not going to be edited out.
No, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
But no, so what would tell us about the award that it
Yeah,
won?
so we're.
Which you're shocked about. You texted me, you were in
I
shock.
was fucking shocked. Listen, it didn't turn out 100% the way we thought. It was a great experience. It was, I say, cinematography was good on it. It was well.
Yeah.
I never saw it, honestly.
That's good. What a fucking douchebag.
No, but
Jesus
no one ever sent me
Christ.
anything.
I sent you a
I
link.
think I watched it on
Yeah,
Cody. You can
You
use
sent
Cody.
it to me after.
Imagine.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe it's in my emails. Shit.
Fucking jerk. Look at this guy.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I never
I
did it.
hope so. You're in it.
How come
Fuck.
nobody ever sent it to me?
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow. You're audio, video, fucking tech guy. And he gets, and that's what I get. I'm just as useful as a kidney stone, huh? Wow.
Wow, imagine you pee that out.
Oh, wow. Some people have to.
Anyways, so what did it win?
Yeah, so we ended up. I was submitting for this actual documentary that we filmed, and I decided, I'm like, you know what? I go for shits and giggles. A little pop up came up. It's like, hey, why don't you submit to the LA?
So it was spam, is what you're saying? Was it spam?
No, it was part of the the whole profile of what we were doing for the other festival, and so I submitted, and it ended up winning best short mystery,
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Wow.
which is fucking really cool. I was like you shouldn't undermine your work, like
That's a good point.
there's an audience for everything out there.
Amazing.
Here's the real question: is what does that give you?
What does it give me?
Yeah.
It gives me a nice little trophy
Okay,
and a nice little certificate to put on my wall.
okay.
Well, I mean, you must.
But
you,
now that-
you get some visibility, some
Yeah,
recognition.
but now
on it,
that
there's
so
like-
the film's called Manic.
Yeah, man.
So now that it is a psychological horror film.
Yes,
Oh,
mystery.
sick.
Well, it's a mystery. A one
Sorry,
mystery.
Yeah,
it's a
come on.
mystery. So,
Come on.
sorry. Shit.
Oh, wow.
He didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it because of
Oh,
Steve's shitty acting.
Oh. Oh my god! I should have brought a bell. I should have brought one of those.
I had the most lines in that.
Oh.
You know,
you?
Steve lost his costume on the way up.
No.
Remember that one?
What do you mean?
So you
wait.
have
Oh, the
Wow.
belt?
remember the belt
Oh,
with the gun on it,
yes.
and you had all that.
No.
Yeah.
The first take, I'm like, okay, action. The fucker takes 2 steps up the stairs, and the belt just falls down like a fucking doofus. He had the belt around his ankles.
Well,
What are you doing? What kind of
me
a
put
fucking
it
cop
on?
are you?
Who let me put
Jesus
it on?
Christ. Fucking. Yeah, that was a hard cut.
And I could picture when you went cut.
Yeah.
I know Steve. I don't know him for his entire life, but I've known Steve for a while, and I know that when that belt fell, in the moment he went,
Or he didn't feel it.
and then you said, "Fucking cut." What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck this.
But in his mind, he was going, "Oh, fuck,
How,
fuck."
how could we win anything with this kind of acting?
This fuck, and then you turned around and as you were putting the belt back on, I know in your mind you were this fucking belt.
But you know what? Before we even did it, I saw you from the corner of my eye. I'm fucking delegating all those motherfuckers to put up lights and shit. And I see Steve, and he's struggling with this fucking belt, and he can't get it on. I go, what is he doing?
We
And
had
this-
costume people.
and
Why didn't they
how
do
did
it? You trusted me.
you
Did
got
you go
it
to
on.
makeup?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had
You did?
makeup,
I did,
we had
yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
It was
sick.
like a fucking real.
Did they put
fucking
like
professional
foundation?
set.
Like what do they do?
They all got paid
They brushed
nothing.
Some kind of shit.
Zero.
Yeah.
Where was the actor from? The actor was from the States or something.
He was from the
Yeah.
States. Yeah.
And he got paid.
He got,
zero.
No, he got
Oh, he
paid.
got paid?
He got paid.
Yeah, he's the
Wow.
one.
No, Steve
who got
didn't get
paid.
paid.
That's
No,
amazing
I'm
because
not
we
surprised.
also
This
we
is a
also don't
common
get paid
theme, I
here.
think.
Yeah, no.
We don't make any money here.
Yeah.
Or at the CLDV.
No, only talent gets paid.
Unless this is an episode that gets aired in 50 episodes
Yeah.
where we might be making money.
Yeah.
But as of recording this episode right now, we don't get paid.
Maybe once you make some money, you could buy some fucking alcohol instead of serving me this fucking vagina juice that you made me.
Listen. I know you were some pussy that didn't drink fucking beer. So
I don't know, man. I got 3 kids at home. I step out on a fucking, what are we,
He wants
Tuesday
to
night?
live. Fuck.
I want to have a fucking stiff drink. You made me a... What the fuck is this?
Ginger.
Jesus Christ. Put some cranberry juice and just make it a fucking veg drink. God damn.
Jesus Christ.
What does it take? What does it take?
Okay, good night, everybody.
Oh my god. You know what? Get out of my house.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's not even Bombay. What did he use?
What did he
I think it's Tanqueray sponsorship. But
Oh, shit. That's fucking amazing.
no, but congrats on that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And we did it like
yeah,
2 years ago.
Who
Like
knew
2
you would
years
get
ago?
a drink this pussy?
Yeah. He
Sorry,
congratulates me about
I
it.
had to continue. And I'm still continue. Do ask your interview.
That's my interview.
Yeah, do you think?
No, but it was what 2 years ago in March, or is it gonna be 3 years in March?
Yeah, it was 2017.
Yeah.
Shit.
And it was still valid. So, because
That's
usually there's
crazy.
like a certain time period. And I think this was like the limit that we could have submitted. And I'm like, I never submitted this thing for anything. I'm like, fuck, you never know.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no
But-
kidding.
And don't like award shows in general, like a lot of these, like especially like the Emmys, and no, maybe not
What
the
are you
Emmys. I'm
talking
thinking
about?
about the Grammys. Don't they do like when you submit something
What?
for like a Grammy or for some sort of like movie reward or TV show reward? Sometimes you see stuff that came out like a bit longer than you would think ago.
It's usually
Like I
a
see,
year.
you
especially
mean-
on the Grammys, like best album, and it's like that album came out 2 years ago.
Music,
music's
the
different.
Grammys, how it works is it works from like a fiscal year. Wow,
Yeah, this is good.
the year from like November. So I think the cutoff for February, which is when the Grammys are, I think is November. So your album
Of
had
the
to
year
have come
before.
out, had to have come out January.
Yeah, it's
To
usually within
November.
a year.
Yeah, but not December.
Well, that's even.
But
so
even
it's like Jan to like November.
So it's more than a year.
No, it's 10
It's
months.
less than a year.
11 months.
Where the fuck did you get that?
11
What do you
months. January to November.
November.
Oh, in the same year. I thought. Okay, no, I thought. Yeah.
But then there's but then there is a situation where, like, let's say like Oscars, like foreign films, like some of the
Yeah.
foreign
Yeah.
films are like released like
Yeah,
a
because
year or a year and a half
yeah.
earlier.
Well, I mean, it takes a while for them to send the film. So
to,
Oh yeah,
to
they
North
gotta
America.
Put, they gotta
Yeah.
put on the boat.
my dad, I remember once my dad for his truck had to get a windshield brought in, and it felt like it came in by rowboat from Australia. A guy at the garage was like, yeah, it's almost here. It's like 7 weeks we're waiting, buddy. It's a window.
Yeah, don't go see that guy ever
Yeah,
again.
no, he's not there anymore.
But and you've had a pretty exciting year. You had Monte Cassino.
We had
Premiere.
a really exciting year. We ended up getting sponsorship from the CMF, which is the Canadian Media Fund.
Ooh.
So we just finished producing 3 documentaries.
Not 1, not 2, but 3.
3
Imagine you said not 3.
Yeah, 3 subsidized documentaries, so that was really awesome.
Sick.
One was Monte Cassino, which also won another award in San Diego.
Oh,
For
Which is a documentary.
a documentary.
Yes.
All 3 of them are documentaries, that we just finished working. And we
you
just...
want to tell us a bit about Monte Cassino?
It's pretty deep.
Yeah, Monte Cassino was a little deep. It's a World War II documentary, but from the perspective of the civilians,
the
that-
residents of Monte Cassino.
of Casino and of the area that witnessed this bombing. They bombed this abbey up on the mountain, and then these people immigrated to Canada after the war. So that we took like a different approach to a World War
how
II
did you
film.
find all these people?
Well, the thing is, for this one it was still hard because a lot of them are either passed away or they're in their
Right.
90s.
Yeah.
So it was hard, but it was just a lot of asking around, a lot of word of mouth. We ended up, hey, I know somebody, kind of thing, and we ended up interviewing them. We did a lot of interviews in Italy as well. We went to the abbey that was bombarded. We filmed
Inside
sick.
the-
inside the abbey. We actually got
Yeah.
permission from the Polo Museale, which is like this like governing body of like these museums and these abbeys. Yeah, it was
That's crazy.
bureaucratic fucking nightmare to get that license, but
And like so the doc is like what, 45 minutes? Or is it an hour?
it's a 60-minute doc. It's,
how long did it
it's
take you to
sold,
shoot?
It's sold for television, so it's gonna be 47 minutes with
Right.
commercial break.
So, but so it's a documentary about World War II. You had to do interviews. You had to go in like almost like the trenches, more or less.
We did. We went in the bunkers.
Wow.
We
So
did
how long did you film this entire doc?
1 week.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
it's nuts.
1 fucking
Wow.
week. Yeah. What happened was that
crazy.
these these fuckers in Italy, just to say, like we're all Italian here. We know
Yeah.
what it is, the bureaucratic nightmare that is that country. at first they told us we didn't need a permit, we didn't need anything, right, to go film over there.
Oh, this
So-
is starting off great.
No. So we get the fucking funding. We submit the budget. We're all ready to rev to go. I
Yeah.
can't wait. We were a crew of about 4 or 5 heading down to Italy. Beautiful. All of a sudden they're like, hey, yeah, but you got to call these guys because you're gonna need some form of permission. I'm like, I thought you gave us permission. They're like, no. You got to call these guys. It's a new thing. They take care of all this kind of stuff. This bureaucratic stuff. I'm like, all right, fantastic. So I call them up, and they basically start the conversation with, but how much money do you have to make this film?
It was like that. It was like that.
So he said the most Italian thing ever.
Yeah. So I'm like,
who was in office? Berlusconi.
Yeah.
Did he move off a prostitute
No,
and
but-
be like, how much money do you have for this movie?
wait, you want to make film?
Come. I have prostitutes too.
Come here. No, well, you know what? This girl
Why is
actually.
Berlusconi slap?
I was
Yes.
squatting in front of building with my prostitute. Do you have cigarette? Cigarette.
Svetlana.
Yeah. So
So you were
basically,
saying
that's
you
my
tried-
best Berlusconi.
you're about to be
you tried to
You're
get
about to be
extorted.
extorted, yeah.
Yes, we were getting extorted, and we had to talk it down completely. We basically made it sound like it's just a piece of shit film that's going to be playing like on the internet, and we couldn't tell them that it was like broadcasting across Canada,
Right.
Italy, because they were just milking us. They just kept repeating, "Well, what's your budget? What's your budget? What's your budget?" I'm like,
10 grand.
I go, what is it? I go, what does it cost to come there
Yeah.
for a couple of hours and fucking have permission to film? Like what? So, anyways, they hit us with a permit fee, and then they hit us with you need to pay somebody to be there to supervise you, and then that guy is gonna finish at around 1. Because God forbid
Go for a 4-hour lunch.
That's it. And
Yeah.
then this other girl's going to come down from Rome, and you got to pay her, and she's going to be there till you finish.
Oh my god, and their brother and sister.
Yeah, and they're both from the town, like
Yeah.
nobody's coming from
You have
Rome.
to pay the transport fee for the girl. She
Yeah.
came by Chucharel, which is donkey.
Yeah,
for all
so by doing that, we kind of killed our traveling budget, and we ended up going down 2 guys. I had to kill the whole crew.
You and Mike
I had to cut out.
Franceschini.
Yeah, I had to cut out the whole crew.
Oh.
So we went down 2 guys, and we just sweat and blood for a good 7 days. That's all we did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I would be so pissed.
16-hour shifts.
And it was hot as shit, right?
It was hot as shit. We picked up smoking.
In Italy, go
Well, you're
figure.
in Europe.
I
don't
must
think
have
you had a choice.
smoked a carton a day. Just the stress of going from location to location.
That's a great way to drop
So-
like
so
10
what-
pounds in a week.
yeah.
So with
Yeah.
this experience at Monte Cassino and the dock, and it's getting recognized and things like.
No.
You moved on to the next dock that you made,
Yeah.
and how did it change? How did the
Well, one thing we learned is that we could do a lot, just us two, when it comes to running gunning.
Yeah, no kidding.
We fucking it was baptism by fire, right? So we learned real quick. The other one, this next one that's coming out, which is Tendenza, which is really nice. I got this guy Carmine Lauro involved. He's got a little shop in Little Italy, and I got Sal Parasuco for the jeans.
Nice. Sponsor.
Denim legend. No, to be in
Oh,
it.
to be in it.
Yeah.
Oh, as a sponsor.
Yeah, it's about
So what you're saying
the
is you
textile
have his
industry.
number.
Wow.
Yeah, so we ended up going to Naples with these guys, and
That was
with
recently.
Carmine. Yeah, recently,
sick.
and
Yeah.
we fucking goddamn. If you want to see, my dad's Nablodan, but I've never seen Naples the way I did with this guy.
Wow.
Is that good or bad?
I think if he wasn't there, we probably wouldn't have made it.
Yeah. Is it like Gomorrah? Is it like...
100%.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That crazy.
Oh, in that sense.
Like
you mean.
my dad's from Benevento, right? So it's like outskirts.
Me too.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you guys make out?
Why the fuck? I always thought you were Sicilian for some.
No, I'm Sicilian.
Yeah. My dad's from Benevent, so I grew up speaking Navodano, that whole fucking thing. And I've been to Naples a few times, but fuck, we were Napoli Centro, and then like we went into some of the darker areas.
The ghettos.
Yeah.
You must have had crazy pizza though.
The food was amazing, but the goddamn smell of scooters,
Yeah.
that exhaust, I couldn't get that smell out of my fucking nose. It was like burnt in. I couldn't get out, so we started smoking again. And you're just blowing it out through your nose just to kill that goddamn smell, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was... But yeah, that one's in post-production. It's almost done.
When is the tentative? Well, was that one sold yet, or you still have to like? How does it work?
They're both. All three
TV.
of them are. All three documentaries are sold for television.
And the third one, can you
so-
talk about it? Or?
The third one is a follow-up to Monte Cassino, so
Okay.
it's going to be another one of. It was one of those.
And that you have to go film.
No, we filmed it
Oh,
already.
you filmed it already?
Yeah. We went to Italy
Did I miss
twice
something?
in
or?
1 month.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Shalom.
If you follow Rebellion Films on Instagram and Facebook, Rebellion Films, you can see their entire but you can see they post daily. You see their entire journey of like them in like the trenches and,
Yeah, it's pretty
and
awesome.
stuff. It's pretty cool. And Anthony and Mike who bailed on us tonight.
Total bail.
No.
Total
But it's
bail.
okay. It's okay.
I thought it was coming.
But me too. I thought he was coming. But then you can't make everyone come, eh?
No.
Snobcast. Thank you very much, everybody. There's the episode. You can't make everyone come.
That's the title. We always find our titles within what we talk about. Yeah. So it's not Monte Cassino. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't think it was going to be.
But what? I don't know why everyone's on their phone apparently.
What was the title that we just
Fucking millennials make me sick.
You can't make everyone come.
You can't make everyone
No, I had to
come.
do something. Actually, I forgot to finish.
This guy's fucking
Anyways.
doing online banking.
I guess we'll just do like a Snob Reviews interview here.
Yeah.
No, I'm on my phone because look, you can't make
CUM though.
everyone
Taking
CUM.
notes.
come.
Yeah. So the thing that I want
CUM. CUM. Write that down. CUM.
to come.
Who's taking notes? CUM. Write that down.
So, but you've
This fucking drink you made me is giving me heartburn. How much to Johnny? You give me achta tonight. Jesus Christ, I don't get out much at night. I'm an early riser.
come next week. We'll record another episode and we'll give you some Jameson.
Fucking
The best part is it's ginger ale. It's a diuretic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Supposed-
I don't know what you made me
supposed to help your stomach. It's giving me hard.
That's it. Spit all over my pants. There's literally alcohol. in there.
If nobody listens to this podcast, at least we're having a good time
Yeah.
fucking
At least we're having
recording
a
these
good time.
things. Oh, I said recording and not filming. It's 6 episodes in that we're filming and not in release order.
Jesus.
Can I use your pillow to...
You can just use your sock. But how long have you been? Well, you've always loved movies. I know.
Yes.
I remember us talking about this when we first met. But,
Yeah.
But how long have you been aspiring? And well, now you're. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to get is what's the ultimate goal?
What's the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is to continue. I'm living this documentary stuff.
Yeah.
We used to do a lot of them, but short version. Now we're doing feature stuff. So I love it. And they've given me full right to edit it too. So I do all the editing. I do
So
everything.
you're like a Rob Rodriguez.
That is actually one of my biggest inspiration when I was in film school was Rodriguez.
Rebel Without a Crew is a
Rebel,
fantastic
fucking
book.
amazing.
I never saw that movie.
It's a book.
It's a book,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I never saw the movie.
This guy literally sold his body to science so that he could make his first feature film, which inevitably became
El Mariachi.
Yeah.
El Mariachi, which became Desperado, right?
Yeah.
Which
So
became Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Well, that's just a
For all
sequel.
the,
so
the
calm down.
Johnny Depp fan.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What?
What?
Wait,
So Robert Rodriguez made a movie called El Mariachi.
Yeah.
How much did it cost? Like 500,
7,000.
7,000?
$7,000.
It made like
seven or eight, yeah.
I don't even know what, like $1 million or something, 2
Yeah,
million.
and it was Columbia picked it up and they're like, listen,
It was a Spanish film,
we're gonna redo this film properly with proper funding, and
Antonio Banderas.
Banderas and Salma Hayek are gonna be in
Okay,
it.
because I remember
And-
seeing Desperado.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah,
gonna.
that was a fantastic
And he
movie.
directed
Yes, it was.
So that was
he
his-
directed,
yeah.
edited, probably did the music also. for this.
Everything. He did fucking everything
So
on
the
that thing.
And then
Costumes
he
together.
made a sequel called Once Upon a Time in. Well, is it I guess it's a sequel.
Yeah. Well, he
Once
did.
Upon a Time in
He
Mexico.
did. He
Yeah.
did
Could
two of
picture,
them. Huh?
could picture you watching the movie now and being like, "See, Steve, that's how you make a belt hole."
Yeah. They had no money. How come he's able to walk around with a belt on?
And he could play the guitar too.
He plays the guitar. There's explosions. You fuck.
Oh no, stairs.
Why is the first take gotta be fucking stairs?
This wasn't in my fucking contract.
And I gotta talk too? God damn it.
Where's my fucking TiVo?
Where's my team?
TiVo. But so is Rodriguez like one of your favorite filmmakers?
He's one of my favorite filmmakers. The two that are my biggest influence would be obviously the Scorsese and Tarantino are my guys that
Okay.
I screenwrite. So when I screenwrite, I've read religiously all of Tarantino's stuff.
Right.
And
Like the scripts, not like
No, the screenplays, yeah. And I'm just like, there's at the beginning, like maybe 10 years ago, you used to try to, that influence used to influence your writing.
Yeah.
But then you realize,
You can't write like
Tarantino's Tarantino.
Yeah.
Like it's you don't want to write that way. Like you gotta find your own fucking style. You can't write like Tarantino because I used to submit to certain things. They're like, wow, it's got a really Tarantino-esque feel to it.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, yes, Tarantino-esque. And then you're like, I'm not him, and I'm never gonna be that. And
You want to be your own
Yeah,
author.
you also don't want to be
yeah.
compared to Tarantino all the time.
that's it.
What
Yeah,
a fucking comparison that is.
So you don't
Well,
wanna,
it's like, have you seen S. Craig Zahler's movies?
Oh,
Yes.
Brawl in Cell Block 99
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dragged Across Concrete.
Bone Tomahawk.
He's a novelist
yeah,
who became a film director and a screenwriter.
yeah,
He's like a B movie guy, but his movies are like fucking incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like
I never heard of any of these movies, but I'm not learned, so
but like
Clearly.
they're incredible movies. Like for movies that have big name actors.
yeah.
And they're B movies.
Okay,
like,
you gotta give me a list.
there's only 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
post it in the comments in this.
But
But that's just to say, going back to what we were saying, there's an audience for everything.
Yeah.
Like
For
people
sure.
don't realize that. People think that if it's not a big blockbuster and you got to go to the fucking, to the
big
theater to see,
studios and all that.
yeah, like it's you gotta love this other stuff that's also being made because that's the art of it. You can't all make fucking superhero movies all the time.
I have a great No, you can't.
Well, Marvel can make a lot of them.
Yeah, no,
but
they're
DC can't make any of
No.
them.
Yeah.
That's the difference, and it's a fucking shame because I feel like if it would be the other way around, the DC,
DC is
ones
so
would
much
be
better.
so much
DC
better.
is so much
so
better.
But
dark,
they can't make a
so
fucking
dark.
movie other than the Dark Knight series to
Yeah.
save their fucking. I hope Joker is good.
It is very good.
I don't know.
I
I
hope
don't
it's
know.
gonna be good.
It's very good.
But there's no way that
I'm
he's
still
gonna play
thinking about
Joker
it.
a second time, third
No.
time, fourth
No.
time. There's no way because he's nuts,
Yeah.
and he doesn't. Crazy people don't need money.
There's also a theory now that it might not even be the Batman villain.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
'cause
that's also a
Batman's-
bunch of theories and shit.
But
But I can tell you for a fact that Bruce Wayne is in the Joker.
yeah, but it's not.
Who plays him in this?
Well, he's a kid.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's the
The same
movie's,
guy
the
that-
movie's set in the 80s.
yeah.
Oh.
Macaulay Culkin, but in the 80s.
Before you got all strung out.
Yeah. Before he looked like he used to wrap his meth in hash. That's Macaulay Culkin.
Oh,
Before
okay.
that. Before
Yeah.
that. Way before.
Yeah, I'm gonna. He chases his Xanax with 2 tabs of acid on the forehead. Yeah,
Oh,
Wow, that got dark.
yeah. Well,
Wait, just while we're on DC, Alfred.
oh,
He's also in.
No, but
yeah.
the movie
the
coming
movie.
out.
Yeah,
Like-
that actually
Oh,
looks
it's a
like
TV
it's
show.
It's a
Oh,
TV show.
But regardless,
Okay.
it looks like it's actually going to be good because I feel like. Yeah, but it's an interesting. He's an
No,
interesting
because
character.
I don't
He
watch
is,
any
but
of the
I don't know.
superhero things.
It's,
I'm
I
like
get what you.
intrigued.
It's super exaggerated.
Steve, I'm
like,
with
I
you.
don't give a shit.
Okay,
You know
I'm
what I
with
mean?
you.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our own. We're gonna have our own
Own little-
podcast and
yeah.
call it Alfred in DC.
Wow.
The ABCs of DC Comics. That's what we're gonna call it. Okay.
No, but it's exaggerated. Like, did people really want to know who Alfred was?
Yeah, it's Alfred.
First, the way I see it is make a good fucking movie.
Well,
Make a
yeah,
good, make
yeah.
a good
Number
base
one.
for your multiverse that you're gonna do.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
too much
another,
bullshit.
That's another word
They go
I
too
hate.
comic book with it. That's why, like they go too cartoon with it.
Yeah, but look
Like,
at how
it's-
they did it. Look at what they did with. Oh my god, I had this
Well, Aquaman
conversation.
I enjoyed.
I had this conversation with somebody at work
Oh,
today.
come
It's scary.
on.
That was entertaining.
Like,
Okay,
Aquaman was
Aquaman
entertaining.
Was
but
entertaining,
Jesus,
but it
Murphy,
looked like garbage.
What are we looking at? Fucking
Yeah.
fishes, fucking talking.
it
What
looked-
the
it looked
fuck
like garbage.
was that?
It
Yeah.
was super saturated. I've never seen a movie so saturated
I didn't
in
watch
color.
it.
And Wonder Woman, I
I
enjoyed Wonder
can't.
Woman.
Wonder
I
Woman
can't.
was good, I find.
But they're so long and
Yeah,
so
they're very long.
fucking pointless.
Yeah.
They're very long.
There's-
Honestly, if they would take the animated movies that they've made.
Oh,
Have you ever seen the
Batman
animated?
animated ones?
No,
like
yeah.
Mask
The
of
animated
Phantasm.
show.
Yeah, but that was the best one ever of all time. But
Batman Forever.
Yeah. No,
Batman Beyond.
no.
Batman
Beyond,
Yes,
yeah, that was a
that
good
was a
one.
great
I used to like
series.
Batman Beyond.
But if they would have taken all the other ones, like even the latest ones that they make that go direct to DVD and shit,
Yeah.
the you know
Yeah.
The
Justice
Joker,
League
yeah.
War and shit like that.
But those guys are
They're fucking amazing.
Yeah, they
Those
keep it
movies are
dark. They keep
incredible.
it dark in those fucking.
Nah.
Yeah, but if they would take those and they would take that script and turn it into a movie, it would be
Yeah.
great because
Well,
the
there must
writing
be
is
some
fantastic.
sort of fucking like I don't know.
budget. It's as if money's a problem, you know, for these fucking.
There's a failure somewhere. I don't know. There's somebody's doesn't.
It's because they don't
The
make
failure
Kevin.
is
Somebody's
people pay to
cock
see garbage. Why
blocking.
should they put all
Somebody's
that
cock
effort?
blocking a fucking director or producer somewhere. I don't know. Maybe
I
an
think
executive.
there'd
There's a
just be that-
committee that just wants shitty movies.
That Marvel's just part of the Illuminati, and that's it.
Nah.
No, they were first to market. With the actual
Were they,
good
though?
movies, with the actual good movies, like you can't say Joel Schumacher, Tim Burton, and all those fucking.
Well, I
Okay.
enjoyed those Batmans.
Whoa,
What are you
whoa,
talking
whoa,
about?
whoa, whoa! Hold on a second. Hold on a second. They were good.
They were the
for
cartoon ones. Yes,
Huh?
they were cartoony.
They were the cartoony. Yeah,
but Tim Burton Batman, yeah,
okay.
But what about the second one with the penguin?
yeah, whatever. But
Batman
the thing is,
Forever.
I grew
Jesus
up.
Christ! They
Okay.
did fucking.
Batman Forever had no.
Those choreographed
Weird-
dances at some point.
Was that the one with
fuck
Freeze?
was I
Which one was the
looking-
one with Mr.
Batman
Freeze?
and Robin.
Okay, and
Oh,
Batman.
that's the worst one.
And yeah, oh, yeah.
George Clooney.
Batman and Robin was for sure horrible because it doesn't make sense that he would need diamonds to power his suit.
No,
That
but
keeps him
I think it
cold.
was actually rated the worst movie
Yeah,
of all time.
yeah, yeah, it was
What
pretty
about
bad.
Batman Forever? What was that
I-
one with Tommy Lee Jones?
And Jim Carrey.
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey as the Riddler, though.
Jesus
Amazing.
Christ.
Yeah.
He killed it.
Amazing.
But Jim
Yeah, but
Carrey
Jim
as
Ca-
any
Jimmy-
fucking psychotic character.
He's so fun to watch.
Jim Carrey
Carrey.
would have probably even made a great Joker now,
He's-
Yeah.
Okay, now you're just
like an
pushing
old
it.
Joker.
Now you're
You
pushing
know,
it.
an older Joker. He could do it.
If they
What you
would,
think?
if
Johansson Felix
if
made a
they
good
would
one.
tell,
Johansson Phoenix. Oh, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, hey.
if they would have told Jim Carrey to play the Joker, a serious Joker, not a comedic, not a cartoon
Like a Joaquin
Joker,
Phoenix.
not to play the Joker the way, like to really go dark and depressing with the Joker, he would have destroyed it.
Yeah.
He would have nailed it.
Probably,
You think
yeah.
so?
He would have nailed it.
Well, look at
Jim
when he did
Carrey-
Man on the Moon.
He's got a
Oh, yeah.
dark.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
He's tamed the darkness inside him, but he's
Yeah.
got a dark
Yeah.
depression inside of him
I
that
love
is.
seeing him on the red carpet when he fucking brings out
Oh,
the darkness.
yeah. Or now with his fucking beard,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just like all
Mr.
wise and
Jim
shit.
Carrey, Jim Carrey, are you happy to be on this red carpet? All of this is meaningless. Your
Yeah.
talent and my
do you,
talent.
do you even know Snowflake?
Yeah.
Does he call you at home?
No, but he gets like that. He gets so dark with it. He's like, this existence is nothing. I'm just playing my part in this show
Yeah.
until the curtain draws. And she's looking at him like, this is an interview for Entertainment News. Can you, Jim, we need a bit more. Jim, we need a bit more. Can you give us like a face and like fall down or
I
something?
actually watched The Mask last night. It was on TV,
Oh.
and every
Oh.
time I watch The Mask,
Some
I'm like,
serious overacting in that movie.
Animated,
100%.
or-
But
animated or the
No,
the actual
no.
movie.
no, the Jim Carrey
Okay,
1990s.
they made an animated.
But still
Yeah,
a great
that was,
movie.
that was really good.
That was
I
really
enjoyed
good.
that.
The
Yeah.
cartoon,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
But
I
it's
think
also
it's a
for
great
the
movie.
fan base, right? Like
Yeah.
it was for a younger fan base. I was a kid when I watched that thing, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I still think it's amazing.
I
Yeah.
read the fucking book. I was
He
like
owns
all
the
into
club.
it. Yeah,
he,
like
he
it
owns
was-
the club in real life. Jim Carrey.
The Coco Bongo.
Yeah,
Coco Bongo.
he owns the club in real life.
Wow.
Wow.
Go
So
figure.
talk about life goals.
I know, right?
Fuck.
That you can own part of your own movie set, and it also is a club. Wow,
Wow.
sick.
Did he own it at that time already, or
I don't know
I
if
don't
it was
think
at
Also,
that time.
Cameron Diaz in that movie is
Oh yeah,
fucking.
you see what happens
wow.
when a girl gets a little bit more meat on her. You know what I mean?
What?
She was a little bit chunkier.
Then,
Oh,
she,
I
then,
don't
she,
remember.
Then
yeah,
she is now.
but she also I think retired from acting. That
Really?
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
When was the last time you saw her in something?
Didn't her face melt off or
Well,
something?
that-
No,
Yeah.
she wanted to focus on growing her hair out.
Goals.
Yeah.
I have an interesting question for you, Ant.
This is slowly degenerating.
No, what was the first film you remember watching and you were like, oh shit, this is what I want to do?
Oh, great question.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Thank you. This is what I'm known for.
These fucking questions.
Wait until you get to the signature question.
Oh, these are not the signature ones? Believe it or not, a lot of it wasn't anything to do with Scorsese's movies. I actually was terrified of watching Scorsese movies when I was a kid.
Why?
Because I grew up in the East End, and I was witness to a lot of shit that was going on, and watching that was like
Realistic.
it was so real that, and you know the way it always finishes is that everybody gets
Whacked.
killed or just for. So to me it created a fear and anxiety. Even The Sopranos, when The Sopranos first came out, it fucked me up so badly.
Oh, yeah.
When Christopher's describing when he had gotten shot and he's describing what hell was like, I stopped watching it after that.
That was a fucking
was
crazy scene.
like
though,
my early teens. I don't even remember when the fuck it came out. That fucked me up completely. I couldn't watch it. So the biggest influence at that point was Pulp Fiction.
All right.
That's a great movie.
Pulp Fiction came out. I was vacationing with my family in Florida.
Of course you were.
A hurricane. We never used to go to Florida. It just happened that year we went, and that year a hurricane hit the time that we were there. Hurricane Erin, if I'm not mistaken. And
We're not name dropping here. Can you
no, but
Aaron with an A or Aaron with an E?
but with an E.
E?
And-
Oh, okay, number
Aaron
5.
No, but listen, you fuckers, listen. So what happened was that they unlocked.
Looks like Julia Roberts.
They unlocked the pay-per-view, and Pulp Fiction was just released.
Oh.
So it was like 94.
So I literally watched it about like 97 times in a span of a couple of days.
Wow.
I was just looping it.
They unlocked the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
What year was this?
94.
94,
That must have been like fucking the end of the world.
Yeah.
Some people, it's a fire sale. Everybody watch what you can.
Yeah, all I watched was Pulp Fiction. And my father would walk into the room and was like, what the fuck are you watching? Why are they swearing so much? Shut the fuck
Close
up.
the
I'm
door.
trying to watch this fucking thing.
Close the door. I haven't slept in 7 days.
Yeah. There's a fucking hurricane outside, all right, Dad?
What do you want me to do?
I'm bored. You suck at planning vacations.
So you had pretty much like internalized the movie.
Yeah, it was.
Sick.
I basically would rehearse it and just drive my mother crazy.
So that was the moment when you were like, shit, I want to make stuff like this.
Yeah,
You're fascinated by the film industry.
I was fascinated. I was also fascinated a lot with the older stuff. I ended up going into acting for a couple of years.
Yes, tell us about that because you studied like not in Montreal.
No, I studied in New York. A lot of Montreal stuff. We did. I must have done at least a good 5 years of just full time studying acting and doing jobs, doing theater jobs, doing whatever I could get, whatever part I could get. I used to drive down. I did the whole sleep in your car thing.
Really?
Trying to. Couldn't afford a hotel room, so you just, you drive down, sleep in the car, and then the next day you do the audition or do whatever,
Hope for the best.
Did all that, and then after a couple of years of really doing hardcore, I did some off-Broadway stuff.
Really?
Studied with Strasbourg.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, so we took it up a notch there.
This is incredible to watch. I just want to point this out.
What?
It feels like I'm watching an interview and I'm seeing you describe like you. I can see you going back in time, and he's fucking freaking out too at the same time.
I didn't know that about you.
And we feel like the audience right now. Podcasting, but also more than podcasting.
Yeah, this is our deepest episode yet.
Yeah, this is crazy, and
we're
we've
going
spoke
deep.
about some heavy shit.
Yeah.
like stepsister porn.
And fucking social
Yeah, we'll
anxiety.
get into that later.
Shout out to Emil.
So yeah, you studied under Strasbourg. That's
Yeah. So I ended up doing that. I loved taking him. He was incredible. He taught me
What?
so much.
You took him in.
You love taking
His fucking courses. God damn it.
You sure it's not the gin that I gave you?
So that's it.
I
And
get
then
silly sometimes.
yeah, and then after a while, I was just I got tired of being poor, and
But did you
I
live
just-
in New York?
In stints, because
You would drive back to Montreal.
yeah.
Oh,
So I'd be
Jesus.
there for like a summer, then come back, go back for like a month. Yeah.
Did you like sleep in your car, like bunk on couches?
Oh, I'd fucking get totally raped at customs. Like, why are you going to New York? The fuck your mother. Like, what am I going to New York for? You know, like,
Because that's where it's at.
yeah, like,
If you can make it here.
yeah, so
Cue
they-
montage. What I want, you can.
yeah, so it's it was a
Did-
fucked up ride.
Did
man.
you study how to make films, or did you just study acting?
No, after acting, I would kind of. Actually, to get into acting full time, I kind of went into a bit of a depression. I was in
Okay.
university. I didn't know what the fuck.
See how deep this just got?
Yeah. I was like, I was just doing it for,
The routine.
the whole thing. You know, you do the routine. You got to go to school. You got to do this. You got to do that. And but just finish and just. And then meanwhile, the years are passing, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. I want to fucking. I've taken some drama class. I knew that I wanted to do that. I wanted to get into that business. And finally, I just I gave up. I had a fucking accounting. I had taken. They were forcing me to take this accounting class
In school.
in university.
Okay.
And I remember studying like a motherfucker for this thing. I even hired somebody as a tutor. I did all this. And I remember the day I fucking parked in front of the goddamn school. I had to go into do the exam. And I just looked at the entrance and I said, I'm done. Fuck this. Fuck
So you
it.
didn't do it?
I do this exam. I'm going to finish. And I'm going to go blow my brains out. I'm going to fucking blow my brains out. I go,
Wow.
what the fuck kind of life is this shit?
And how old were you at this point?
I don't know. I've fucking
Okay. Because now you're like
did a
75, right?
lot of drugs.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Agent dates are not very good. I don't know.
No, but you weren't married yet.
I don't
right?
know
You
how
didn't-
my
you didn't-
children
you
are. No. I haven't.
You don't have a family yet at this
No,
point.
no,
Okay.
no. I think I just met my wife at that point.
Okay.
We were like just starting to go out. I was young. I was early 20s.
Okay.
I'd say early 20s. 1920.
1920, yeah.
Yeah, 1920.
Wow, you look good.
You look
for-
good.
Oh,
for
pretty
1920.
good, huh?
Yeah.
I fucking age like a motherfucker.
1920, imagine.
At what point were you like, okay, acting's not working? What kind of made that click of, you know what? How could I? What
Well,
got you into directing?
It was never acting. It was never like a click that way. It was just I didn't want to be like 20 years down the line and
And be a best boy.
exactly like I know I wanted to use my creativity, so I was
You knew you had something.
I go, if it's
Yeah.
not in front of the camera, I want to direct, so I'm like, I got to use this creativity that I have, like at the same time I was screenwriting, I was doing all kinds of shit. I was taking screenwriting courses. I hate when people fucking come up to me and they're like, oh, I want to be an actor, and they do nothing.
Right.
They just say, oh, I go to auditions. Fuck you, like, fuck you. Like, and they listen to stories like, oh, but Marlon Brando never used to learn his lines. Or, they come up with every goddamn fucking
Yeah.
excuse.
You're not Marlon
Do
Brando.
not act.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, put in the work. It's like any other fucking job. You gotta put in the fucking work.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, I didn't know what else to do. So I ended up going to film school. But I'm not saying that you got to go to film school to fuck. I didn't know what the next step was. And I used film school as a step in order to figure out what that was, right? I learned fuck all. in
Oh,
film
I
school.
believe you.
Everything I learned was self-taught.
100%.
They taught me how to screenwrite.
Yeah.
Bullshit. They taught you how to screenwrite for a university. They taught you how to write a university fucking paper.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. I learned by reading fucking book after book
Yeah.
on screenwriting, reading tons of scripts, and
Don't
still
you,
I
don't you
know
wish you would have had master class back then?
Yeah. I
no,
wish. Fuck.
but
Yeah.
What do you like? Wouldn't you take like the David Mamet master class or something?
Oh man.
No,
You gotta find.
it feels
what's-
interesting.
It feels interesting. Yeah. I don't know.
David Mamet's a giant. I mean,
It could be
like,
insightful, you know.
Yeah, but he might not be right for you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know.
Even
Like,
the
I've
Scorsese
re-
one might not be right for
Exactly.
you.
I've read Mammoth, and I can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sit well. Like, not that it doesn't sit well. It just doesn't click with me, right?
not
Kind
for
of
you,
thing.
yeah.
But maybe I'll take one chapter from that book.
Oh, there's always that one
Exactly,
thing.
you know? So it's like...
You'll do a master class and then you'll be like,
That's it.
oh, okay, but I learned this about that.
So it's like you fucking screenwrite, you submit, and then you submit to these certain like festivals that they also critique. Oh my god, the anal rapage that I received from that. Oh my god, like I literally wanted to find this guy and just fucking murder him.
Right.
Like they destroyed me in that, and then that's when I realized I go, fuck, nah, I don't know what the fuck I don't know how to screenwrite. And I went back to the drawing board, and I'm like, wow, I just wasted fucking...
What's that one screenwriting book? I even know it. I just can't think about it. That everyone reads. That screenwriting book.
You have it.
I think I have it.
Yeah,
My
you
sister
do.
How to
has it.
screenwrite for dummies.
No, but there's that one author that's what he does.
Oh yeah, that one guy.
I don't know. It's a popular screenwriting book.
Oh, that guy.
I know which book you're talking about.
Doesn't
The
really
one
matter.
guy that...
It's a shame nobody knows the name of the
Shame.
book.
It might be over there. Actually.
I don't even.
It's the last place.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But okay, so yeah, but you see the passion. I mean, this is what you want to do, and
Yeah, that's it. So now, hopefully, with these docs, we'll eventually get some funding to do some of the crime dramas and
which is what you're out.
the other things that I've written. Yeah, that I have 3 screenplays that are done, 110 pages each.
Nice.
They've been
All on that genre.
2 are crime dramas, and the other one's kind of like a Mad Max style.
Oh, nice.
Fucking
Nice.
That would be
Futuristic sci-fi, not sci-fi, but
Not
a little bit
dystopian,
of sci-fi in there. Yeah, a little bit.
dystopian society. A little
dystopian. That's what I meant.
I know. That's
It's like Constantine meets Mad Max.
Oh,
shit.
very cool.
I was a big fan
Jizzes
of Constantine
in his
movie.
ass.
I don't know. People shit on the Constantine movie. I fucking loved
loved it.
like
I
that
loved
movie.
it. Hey,
I
I,
saw it once.
I grew up
I
fucking
saw it once.
Catholic.
Every
and
time it's on, I watch
fucking
it. Yeah, it's fantastic.
it brought back
When the
memories.
fucking guy gets hit by the truck and he doesn't move.
I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, I don't
Keanu
remember
Reeves.
much either, to be honest.
And
It
he's
was way
doing
too
that-
long
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
He's doing like
Into
the fuck
the
you.
light.
It's like he does like the slow motion fuck you from Friends, you know?
Yeah.
Tom, Tom, do you have a question for Ant? Because I feel like we all have pretty much asked that question.
No.
I mean-
This is your show. It's
No,
yours.
but I mean,
You're the commander.
are you curious about anything?
You're the
at all?
commander general. No, you do what
No,
you
that's
gotta
for
do.
sure. I know
I'm
the
just here.
commander.
I'm just here.
Commandatore.
I'm just here to tell people to take mics closer to their mouth or put them away,
Yeah,
and to play
yeah.
with levels.
Play
Yeah.
with those
I
nipples.
think
Don't
I
worry about
peaked
it.
a few times, guys. I think I fucking...
Yeah, and once in a, it's okay, fine, it's fine. I pro to the whole thing.
Oh,
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
What would you say is your favorite film?
I don't know.
Okay, your top 2, 3.
Is Chef in the top 3?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because it should be.
I don't know. I don't believe in favorite film shit.
Okay, I'm also. It's tough because I ask that question a lot when I interview people, and when they ask me, I don't know the answer.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't believe it. I
There's a spectrum of movies.
But is there
Yeah.
like that one movie that you can, like you said, Pulp Fiction, but like, is there another one that you can watch over and over again that you're like, yeah,
easy every time Top Gun
yeah,
plays.
exactly. Godfather. How many times have you watched that?
1 or 2?
Huh?
The first one?
Both
2.
of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like if it's on television
Yeah.
They'll
and
just put it on.
I'm just going through the channels and I'm like, oh, Godfather, and I hear my wife in the other room. God damn it!
Honestly, can I be totally honest with you guys?
That's
I
your
wanna
chef
be-
scenario.
I want to be totally. Well, no, but Chef, it's because they took it off Netflix now, and I'm freaking out. I must have watched that movie like 250 times in the last year. But whenever, and it's not, I can't believe I'm saying this in a room full of guys. Serendipity.
Yeah, you mentioned you
Yeah.
mentioned that a few times
John
in this podcast.
Cusack, man.
Yeah, we gotta
John
we gotta,
Cusack.
we gotta
It's
talk
not the
about
first
that.
time.
Yeah, John Cusack in general. Did you ever watch High Fidelity? I've spoken
Yeah,
about this
yeah,
again.
yeah,
You got
yeah.
That movie's
And
fantastic.
we both enjoy rom-coms. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
rom-coms.
I don't know. Anyways, going back to crime dramas, and I'm curious to know your take on The Irishman,
Oh.
which at this point of recording this podcast is not released yet. We have not seen it, but
But sight unseen, your initial thoughts.
yeah, the runtime, the aging.
when
like-
when I first started seeing stills from that movie, I started getting depressed. I'm like, this is it. It's a bomb. They fucked it up.
I thought the same thing.
What the fuck is De Niro doing? Why is he shooting somebody like that? That's not De Niro. Like, I had a bit of like an anxiety attack over it, and
Maybe it'll work out.
And then I saw the trailer,
Yeah.
and I got a fucking Woody on that one.
It looks good, huh?
Because you got to understand something is that I'm a huge John F. Kennedy fanatic.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, huge. And
Very interesting person.
Yeah.
and when I saw that they're talking about the mob and how it was related to Kennedy and Hoffa, I'm like, oh my god, no, he did it. I lit a candle. Marty did it.
Where are you going? I gotta change my underwear.
Yeah. And then fucking Pesci comes on the screen, and he
Out of
It's an all-star
retirement.
cast, man.
he looks
Isn't
so
Liotta in the movie
good.
too?
Yeah.
Isn't there like a cameo?
No.
Ooh,
Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
No.
Ray Liotta, no, I don't
Oh,
know.
I wish.
I don't know.
Ray.
I didn't see Ray on that one.
I think the initial
So I'm
critiques are actually really good.
Yeah.
It's at 100%. Right
Yeah,
now.
and they're saying it's like
Yeah, it looks
a
fucking good.
masterpiece of
You
It
okay with
looks
the
fucking
runtime?
good. Huh?
You're okay with the runtime?
What's the runtime?
It's a
3.5 hours.
It's
Holy shit! It's
Scorsese.
Titanic level.
Yeah,
It's
that-
longer. It's longer than The Godfather Part 2.
Oh, boy.
Scorsese could make a 6-hour movie and all fucking.
Yeah, if there's anything I've
Eat that
learned,
up.
especially from The Wolf of Wall Street, there could never be a Scorsese movie that's too long.
Yeah.
Try watching The Disaster Artist in the room, one after the other, without a bathroom break.
We were there.
Yeah.
But we had a bathroom break.
But no, I felt the same way. I was not pumped at all. And then,
Wow.
I wasn't at all. I was like, this is
off
gonna
the stills, or before you saw the trailer.
the premise and also the actors. And then I found out about the de-aging, and that discouraged me.
That scares me a little bit. And you know what?
It never looks good.
It was.
Apparently, it looks amazing because I don't know.
They used
Martin
it-
Scorsese really fucking.
He fought to have the
That was the thing. The biggest issue for him, I heard, and he's like, I guess he must have just worked those people.
And the
to
budget,
death.
it's like fucking. The budget's like $200 million.
Yeah.
Like
I was gonna say they used that in actually Westworld and a few scenes
Westworld,
for
the
Anthony,
de-aging?
for Anthony Hopkins when they go back in time.
Did he look good?
He did.
He's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I think.
That's like
It's
when they
a
did it to
thing.
Patrick Stewart in the X-Men movies, and they looked like he had rubber on his face.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, they
Hey,
fucking-
see that one? What are you? How's it going? And he smiles, and you're looking at him. You're like,
yeah. it's-
"What's wrong? You look like Neo in the fucking Matrix Reloaded."
Oh my
Heavenly S-
god!
That was the worst CGI you've
Oh,
ever
what
seen.
the
The
fuck?
first movie was like a masterpiece of like fucking filming. Like, how did they get these effects
It was
without
perfect.
using? And then you get the second one, and you're like, you guys just fucking into
The
fucking-
first Matrix was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the second one, I'm like, is this a video game? What am I watching?
A lot of people didn't like it because it made it seem that Asians weren't the only ones that could do action movies.
No.
What?
Yeah.
what? Repeat that?
Yeah, I saw a video online that somebody was critiquing the movie, and he's like, no, The Matrix. What I don't like about it is that it made it seem as though anybody can fight and do martial arts the way Asian people were used to doing martial arts in movies. And it was a Jet Li documentary that I was watching.
Of course you were.
Yeah, what? I watch these things. What?
Jet Li documentary.
Why, you don't like Jet Li? I'm not Bruce. You remember that? Yeah, remember when he said that? I'm not Bruce.
But no, the whole de-aging thing discouraged me.
Yeah,
And
that's-
then I love a long movie, but it has to be good, obviously. So like
Yeah.
but then I started to read the reviews, and I usually don't base myself on reviews, but
Yeah, you can't
I'm
base-
still hoping to go in there and enjoy it, and hopefully not be let down.
No, I'm
You're iffy.
I'm
You're ready?
100% ready for it. I'm a
Me
bit
too.
iffy with the Joker movie. I don't know.
So I was iffy when I walked in, and when
Yeah.
I walked out, and I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to see it
Yeah.
again just to
I don't know.
see something.
I'm gonna watch it,
Joaquin is
obviously.
incredible.
I'm gonna
Joaquin's
watch.
incredible.
I always liked him as an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when he went through that
Gladiator.
crazy-
Even when he went
yeah.
through his little fucking
Little-
weirdo shit that
yeah.
He
he
was
did.
really good in Signs.
Yeah, that was just swing for the fences.
Tell Martin to swing free.
Swing.
He has his Casey at the bat moment. In the other movie.
No, so I don't know.
Hey, you know what it feels like right now?
What does it feel like?
It feels
Tom?
like a weekly segment. I feel like we should have a little. I feel like we need a little musical break.
Oh.
A little dancing number. What do you say?
So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Hype Man Steve's.
Wait a second, because we need to. I feel like this week is gonna be like a banger because we're all a bunch of Italians. Last week was a lot more multicultural than this week.
Last week was also depressing.
But yeah, I think Steve needs a better introduction than that.
We think I'm not depressing enough for you?
No, I almost slit my wrist at one point.
He was sleeping in his car. Damn it!
Yeah. So can we give Steve a proper introduction, please?
So you want me to do like a CLDV
Yeah,
introduction?
CLDV.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hype Man Steve's ethnic song of the week.
All right, so this week, special homage to the snob himself.
Whoa.
It's a funk track.
Oh.
And it's a track he enjoys very much.
I don't enjoy
I
it.
do as well. And while we're on movies, actually, the singer of this played in City of God. Great fucking movie if no one's ever seen it.
Only you.
Never seen it.
Have you ever seen it, City of God?
You gonna say who it is?
I'm going to say who it is, but
No.
answer his question.
Yeah, have you ever seen City of God?
Oh, why don't you say who it is?
I refuse to answer the question. I forgot who the artist is.
So, the artist is Seu Jorge, and the song is Carolina.
Oh shit!
So what's the title mean?
Caroline.
Caroline. So it's like
Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, but for Brazilian people.
Yes, exactly.
How does it sound?
You think it's their anthem?
Carolina.
What does the song talk about? Is it
Well, it's basically how this, the main character, I guess, is obsessed with Carolina, and
Caroline?
He's gonna, he wants her, and he's gonna do what he can to get her.
Is Carolina the same thing as Caroline? Is it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve.
It's very funky.
This
That's some fucking.
is
real
baby
shit right
making music.
Wait till the horns come in.
Oh,
How long are the horns? Because I can only play like 15, 20 seconds.
It does that.
yeah.
Can't have Brazilian music without that.
Yeah.
You can. It's actually a fact.
It's like a
It's
monkey.
a fact.
This is
Rainforest.
this is very good, Steve. This is
Very good. Very happy with
very
that
happy
song
with
of the
that.
week.
I feel like it's more on the normal spectrum. It's
Then
Yeah,
usual.
that's a good point.
if you have to put on the Steveometer,
Where would you land at?
where would you right one notch away from Backstreet Boys, and that's still we haven't even broken 1 on 10. We haven't even
That's
broken
right.
1 on 10.
Steve secretly enjoys the Backstreet Boys.
I know.
Oh, I used to listen to them.
Exactly.
I have
The cassette tape.
I have 2 albums, I think.
Oh.
Two albums.
I
Wow.
think so, yeah.
Look
On
at this
vinyl
guy.
or
CD.
a CD?
CD,
I have
yeah.
I have a vinyl of Kings of Leon, Only by the Night.
Oh fuck!
Steve, don't laugh at me.
Oh
Don't laugh at me,
fuck!
Steve.
Why?
Well, because I like the cover art.
Oh fuck!
Is that the white one?
Yeah, with the red and.
Oh, that's what used somebody on it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
a great album.
I like one song from
Of course
Kings
you
of
do.
Leon.
One song.
Is it the same one? Is it not the single, but the other one nobody knows, like Hoobastank?
I don't know.
Okay. What's the song,
You
Steve?
lost Anthony at this point.
Yeah,
Pistol
Steve-
of Fire.
Okay, yeah. it's
Of course,
exactly-
there's the word
fuck?
fire
Sorry, that-
and there's the word pit, and you just want to kick
Yeah.
people in the pit
It's
and put
because-
fire on them.
It's because
Pistol.
Ant, if
A
I ask
pistol
you,
of fire.
if I ask you, name me a song from Hoobastank, you're
Crawling
probably
in the
9 out of
Dark.
10 times you're gonna say The Reason.
Why the fuck would that be the
Yeah,
song you
that's
named?
what I would say.
Because that's the only song anybody knows, Steve.
No, Crawling is the Dark.
You know
Crawling
Hoobastank
in the
for
Dark
sure.
is,
Yeah.
is their song.
Yeah.
We can't do this. We're
I
gonna run out.
love
We're gonna run out
bands
of.
that have
We're gonna run out of
stank
tape.
in it.
If we're gonna, look, already nobody wants to be part of this useless, absolutely useless conversation about how you don't say that your favorite song is on B-roll. You know what I mean? It's not on the B side of the album. It's
Yeah, it is. 100%. I am 100% agree with that.
What?
That I have, like, I'd say, like, oh, what's your favorite Beatles track? And I'm going to tell you a song that's not a hit.
Like, oh, come on. What's the song? What's your favorite Beatles song?
That's a great question, Tom.
Idiot.
No, but it wouldn't be, it's not a hit. It's probably like,
Use Somebody.
I don't know, fuck, like,
Can I?
I don't even know.
You have a favorite Beatles song? That's a B side.
That's a B-side.
I don't know. Okay, what's your favorite Beatles song?
Who's the fuck? It's the fucking Beatles.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fuck.
I don't. Do you not see what's up there?
He brought it up.
Kiss
That
off.
looks like it's
Fuck.
from like a while ago, though.
That's
when
so
is that like a new kind of like more recent merchandise or?
No, that's been there since day one.
No,
Yeah.
I know it's been there
What?
since day one. I'm talking about data fabrication. Is it from
Fabrication?
the 70s?
No, but that's from the Rubber Soul album. I know that. So,
okay,
yeah.
but it's not like something that like your dad had.
it was my dad's.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
what I meant. I have
This
something like that.
father,
But with
you-
Queen.
You could tell because
Father
it's
used to
mirror.
do, it's a mirror picture of the Beatles. His
It was
dad,
for sure cocaine on it.
he
I don't know.
100% did cocaine on that.
You should see under my dad's gazebo. He has the one of Queen.
That's new.
You didn't see? Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Thanks for inviting me over.
No
Yeah,
problem.
seriously.
No, you know what I mean. It's because you're always drinking fucking heavily when you're at my house.
Wow. No one needed to know that.
No one needed to know that you're there, and you're like,
At least
I
you,
want to sleep here.
At least you have alcohol at your house.
All right, so listen. On that note, no one appreciates anything that I do. But
let me ask you a question.
yeah,
So this is like a bachelor pad, right?
yeah, yeah,
You pick a girl up, bring her over.
yeah. She sees my Beatles picture.
She sees all this fucking weird Beatles shit with these fucking ugly haircuts. What do you offer to drink? Fucking a jar of semen.
Well, hopefully it gets to that, but also hopefully some wine in my wine fridge, and
Yeah.
I have some Asti Spumante.
I've been watching some fucking Mindhunter on Netflix, and I've seen what people like you do to fucking chicks at places like this with alcohol.
Yeah,
Just to let you know, that microphone isn't there for looks.
Yeah, I know. That thing's been javelled so many times. I could smell it from here.
at least it smells clean. So listen, Anthony,
Yeah.
continued success.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you, Godfather.
Call me
But no, but
Sarracco.
seriously, thank you so much for being on the episode today.
Thanks for having me.
You can follow Anthony at Rebellion Films, and you can hire Anthony for anything you want to do, even porn.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Not everything.
Oh my god, you should do it. Imagine if you could do porn, but like a Tarantino movie. I just wanted to put that there.
You mean
Wow.
That out
porn with dialogue?
there. Yeah, like yeah, like a Kill Bill porn.
And with Samuel L. Jackson.
What's up? Mother.
I'm gonna fuck you.
So you can follow Anthony at Rebellion Films. You can follow Chef Tom at Chef Thomas DiDonato, Hype Man Steve at Pal Stev. You can follow me at Snob Reviews. I guess we'll
if
call it a
you
night.
want.
Only if you want, but hey, see you next time on Snobcast.